Wembley Stadium, London. July 14th, 1988. Bad World Tour. 72,000 people screaming. Michael Jackson is about to perform his romantic duet from the Bad album, the song he usually performs with backup singer Sheryl Crow. Tonight's no different. They've done this 43 times on this tour. The opening notes begin. Soft, romantic, the crowd quiets slightly, swaying, lighters flickering in the darkness. Michael walks to center stage where Sheryl waits. He knows every beat, every cue, every moment. He starts singing his opening lines. His voice smooth, professional, perfect. Sheryl is supposed coming with her response after his verse. But Michael's eyes have drifted to the audience while singing. Section 12, row A, seat 7. And he sees her, the woman he wrote the song about. The woman he fell in love with in 1986. The woman who disappeared from his life in 1987 without explanation. The woman whose face he's carried in his mind for 18 months, wondering where she went, why she left, if she ever thought about him. Ola Ray, his co-star from the Thriller video. The woman who made him feel something real during those 3 days of filming in 1983. The woman he reconnected with 3 years later. The woman who vanished like a ghost. And now she's here, in London, at his show, watching him sing a song about not being able to stop loving someone. Michael's voice catches. The next line dies in his throat. He's frozen. Center stage. 72,000 people watching. Sheryl looking at him confused, waiting for him to continue so she can sing her part. The band continues playing. But Michael has stopped, completely stopped, because Ola Ray is sitting in section 12, row A, seat 7, and nothing else matters. November 1983. 5 years earlier. Thriller music video shoot, Los Angeles. Michael Jackson was 25 years old, the biggest star on the planet after the Thriller album exploded into phenomenon. But despite the fame, the success, the screaming fans everywhere he went, Michael was profoundly lonely. He didn't date, didn't know how to date. Every woman who expressed interest seemed to want Michael Jackson the icon, not Michael the person. Then came the casting for the Thriller video. John Landis, the director, needed someone to play Michael's girlfriend, someone beautiful who could act, someone who had chemistry with Michael. They cast Ola Ray, Playboy model, actress, 23 years old, stunning. But what struck Michael wasn't her looks. Plenty of beautiful women crossed his path. What struck him was that she treated the job like a job. Professional, focused, not starstruck. "You're Michael Jackson," she said when they met on set. "I know," Michael replied, smiling nervously. "I mean, obviously you know. That was stupid." Ola laughed. "I'm nervous. I've never been in a music video before." "I'm nervous too," Michael admitted. "You're Michael Jackson. What do you have to be nervous about?" "Everything," Michael said quietly. "Always." Something in his honesty made Ola look at him differently, not as a celebrity, as a person. For 3 days, they performed scenes together. The movie theater date, the transformation scene, the zombie dance sequence, romantic moments that required them to be close, to touch, to look at each other with manufactured affection, except it didn't feel manufactured. The chemistry was real, undeniable. Everyone on set noticed. "The way you two look at each other," Landis said after one take. "I don't even need to direct it." This was the first time since Tatum O'Neal that Michael felt an actual romantic spark. Ola made him laugh, made him feel normal, didn't treat him like he was fragile or untouchable. During breaks, they'd talk about growing up in the spotlight versus trying to break into it, about the pressure of fame versus the desire for it, about feeling lonely even when surrounded by people. On the last day of shooting, after the final take wrapped, Michael asked, "Would you want to have dinner sometime? Like, not for work, just to talk." Ola smiled. "I'd like that." But then the video wrapped. Post-production began. Michael's schedule exploded. The Thriller album was everywhere. Touring, promoting, constantly working. The dinner never happened. 1984 to 1986. The years between. Michael thought about Ola occasionally, wondered what might have happened if he'd followed through, but his life was chaos. Victory tour with his brothers, recording bad, building Neverland, romance felt impossible. Michael dated Brooke Shields during this period, but it was surface level, safe, a friendship that looked like romance for cameras but never went deeper. January 1986. Michael attended a film industry event in Los Angeles. Networking, publicity, the usual performance. And across the room, Ola Ray. Their eyes met. Recognition. Surprise. Something else. Michael crossed the room immediately. Ola. Michael. Hi. She smiled. It's been 3 years. I know. I'm sorry about the dinner. Things got crazy and, Michael, you don't have to apologize. You're Michael Jackson. I didn't actually expect you to call. But I wanted to. I did. I just didn't know how. Well, you're here now, Ola said. Want to try again? This time, Michael didn't let the moment pass. He called her the next day. They had dinner, then another dinner, then late-night conversations that lasted until sunrise. Ola understood the industry, but wasn't consumed by it. She'd modeled, had done some acting, but wasn't desperately clinging to fame. She had a life outside the spotlight. She challenged Michael to be present instead of always performing. Called him out when he hid behind his public persona. You're doing the thing again, she'd say. What thing? Where you answer questions like you're in an interview, instead of talking to someone who actually knows you. And Michael would stop, breathe, try again. For 8 months, Michael experienced something close to a real relationship. Private dinners at Havenhurst. Never restaurants, too public. Long drives through Los Angeles at night, when Michael could wear a disguise and feel almost normal. Conversations about building a future together. Physical intimacy that terrified Michael, but that he was willing to try with Ola. Talk of making their relationship public eventually. Michael fell in love. Not the obsessive worship he'd felt for Diana Ross. Not the first love intensity of Tatum. But adult love. Partnership. The feeling that maybe, possibly, he could have something real. He started writing songs about her. One in particular, written in August 1986. Every word about Ola. Every note infused with what he felt, but couldn't always say out loud. September 1986. The complication. Michael wanted to take the relationship public. Not for publicity, for legitimacy. To show Ola she mattered. That he wasn't hiding her. What if we went to the American Music Awards together? Michael suggested. As a couple. Ola went quiet. What's wrong? Nothing. I don't know if I'm ready for that. The scrutiny, the media attention, everything that comes with being seen with you. I'll protect you from it. Michael, you can't even protect yourself from it. The second we step out together, my entire life becomes public property. Every relationship I've ever had, every mistake I've ever made, everything. So we just hide forever? I'm not saying forever. I'm saying not yet. Michael heard rejection in that hesitation. Fear that Ola was embarrassed to be with him. That maybe she enjoyed the private relationship, but didn't actually want public commitment. If you're enjoying this story, please subscribe to support the channel. He started pulling back, canceling plans, being distant, using work as excuse. The bad album recording intensified. 18-hour days in the studio. Ola tried to reach him. Michael, what's happening? Why are you disappearing? I'm not disappearing. I'm just busy. You're not busy. You're running. From what? From me. From us. From whatever this is that scares you. November 1986. Ola came to Havenhurst unannounced. Found Michael in his recording studio, alone, listening to playbacks of the song he'd written. Is that about me? She asked. Michael turned around. Surprised. You're not supposed to be here. I know, but you won't return my calls. You won't see me. So, I'm here. Is that song about me? Silence. Michael answered the question. Yes, he admitted. It's about you. Then why are you pushing me away? Because you don't want this. You don't want the public part of being with me. And I can't do this halfway. I can't have someone I love be ashamed to be seen with me. I'm not ashamed of you. I'm terrified of what happens when the world finds out. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. You love me? First time those words have been said between them. Yes, I love you. But I need you to understand, I'm not Diana Ross or Brooke Shields. I don't have teams of people to protect me from media. If we go public, my life changes forever. I need time to prepare for that. How much time? I don't know, but I need you to trust me. To not run just because I'm scared. Michael was quiet. Then, I don't know if I can do that. Why not? Because everyone leaves eventually, and I'd rather end it now than wait for you to leave later. Ola stared at him, tears starting. So you're going to sabotage this? Destroy it before it has a chance to become real? I'm protecting both of us. No, you're protecting yourself. Ola left that night. Michael didn't stop her. He expected her to call, to try to fight for the relationship, to prove she wasn't giving up. She didn't. She disappeared. Completely. Changed her phone number. Moved out of her apartment. Stopped going to industry events where she might run into Michael. Michael tried to find her through mutual friends. No one knew where she was. Or if they knew, they weren't telling him. For 18 months, Michael lived with a loss. Finished the Bad album. Released August 1987. Launched the Bad World Tour in September 1987. Performed in front of millions. Sang that song at every show. Originally recorded as a duet with Sita Garrett. Performed live with Sheryl Crow. Every performance a reminder of Ola. Every word confession to someone who wasn't there to hear it. Michael told himself she moved on. She's happy. She realized I wasn't worth the trouble. It's better this way. But he didn't believe it. And every night, singing that song, Michael wondered, where is she? Does she think about me? Does she hate me for pushing her away? July 14th, 1988. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Day of the Wembley show. Michael's tour manager approached with routine information. Standard security briefing. VIP tickets purchased under notable names. Michael half listened. Until Ola Ray. Section 12, row A, seat 7. Michael's heart stopped. What? Ola Ray, the actress from your Thriller video. She purchased a ticket yesterday. Does she know I know? Unlikely. Regular purchase. No special requests. Why is she here? After 18 months? Why now? Why London? Does she want closure? To see him one last time? To prove she's moved on? Has she moved on? What if she brought someone? The thought made Michael feel sick. 7:30. The show began. Michael performed flawlessly through 90 minutes. Every song perfect. But his mind was elsewhere. She's out there. Section 12, row A, seat 7. Watching. 9:45. The duet approached. The moment Michael had been dreading since 2 o'clock. The song he wrote about Ola. The song he performed 60 times on this tour, without her in the audience. Tonight, she'll hear it. She'll know. The lights dimmed. Romantic lighting cues activated. Michael walked to center stage where Sheryl Crow waited. The opening notes began. Michael started singing his opening verse. His voice smooth, controlled, professional, but his eyes were scanning the crowd, searching for Section 12. The lights made it difficult. 72,000 faces blurred together. Sheryl was waiting for her cue. They'd rehearsed this 60 times. Muscle memory. But as Michael sang, his eyes landed on Section 12, row A, and he saw her. Ola Ray, exactly where the tour manager said she'd be. She's older. They both are. 18 months isn't long, but it feels like a lifetime. She's beautiful. Still beautiful. Looking directly at the stage. Directly at him. Michael's voice caught. Not dramatically. Just a slight hitch. The next line came out half-strength. Sheryl noticed. Glanced at Michael. Concerned. The band continued playing. Waiting for Michael's verse to end. But Michael couldn't look away from Section 12. From Ola. From the woman he wrote this song about. From the woman he pushed away because he was too scared to fight for her. His voice cracked on the next line. Audible now. 72,000 people heard it. Michael stopped singing mid-verse. Just stopped. The band continued for 4 measures before realizing. Then silence. Complete silence. Michael stood center stage, frozen, microphone in hand, staring at Section 12. 72,000 people confused. What's happening? Cheryl walked over, whispered, Michael, you okay? Michael didn't respond. Couldn't respond. He was locked onto Ola's face in the crowd. In Section 12, Row A, Ola realized Michael was looking at her, not generally at the crowd. At her specifically. She froze too, hand over her mouth, tears starting. The silence stretched. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Michael's musical director frantically radioing. What do we do? Is he having a medical emergency? Frank Dillio, Michael's manager, watching from backstage. Give him a minute. Michael finally moved, walked slowly to the edge of the stage, as close to Section 12 as he could get. He spoke into the microphone, voice shaking. I need to stop for a moment. I'm sorry. The crowd murmured, confused, concerned. Michael looked directly at Section 12. There's someone here tonight I didn't expect to see. Someone I haven't seen in a very long time. Someone this song is about. 72,000 people went silent. I wrote this song about a woman I loved. A woman I pushed away because I was scared. A woman who disappeared from my life. And I spent 18 months wondering where she went, why she left, if she ever thought about me. His voice broke. And she's here tonight. And I don't know what to do with that. The crowd was completely silent. This wasn't performance. This was real. In Section 12, Row A, Ola Ray stood up, visible now, on the big screens. 72,000 people turned to look at her. She was crying, fully crying. She shouted, loud enough for Michael to hear, I never stopped thinking about you. Michael heard her. His face transformed. Relief, pain, hope. He spoke into the microphone. Can you come down here, please? I know this is insane. I know we're in front of 72,000 people, but I need to talk to you. Security, seeing Michael's clear invitation, escorted Ola from Section 12 to the stage. The walk took 90 seconds. The longest 90 seconds of Michael's life. 72,000 people watched on the screens. Ola reached the stage stairs. Michael helped her up. They stood center stage, together, facing each other. Sheryl Crow had quietly moved aside. The band waited, unsure. Hi, Michael said. Hi, Ola replied, voice shaking. Why did you disappear? I tried to find you. For months. No one knew where you were. Ola took a breath. Because you told me you couldn't do it halfway. That you needed all of me or nothing. And I couldn't give you all of me in that moment. So I thought disappearing was kinder than staying and disappointing you. You didn't disappoint me. I disappointed myself. Michael, I pushed you away because I was scared. Because everyone I've ever loved has left. And I thought if I ended it first, it would hurt less. But it didn't. It hurt more. Every single day for 18 months. Ola was crying harder now. I didn't know. I thought you were relieved when I left. I thought you wanted me gone. I never wanted you gone. I wanted you to stay. I just didn't know how to ask. Why are you here? Michael asked. Tonight, in London, after 18 months. Ola wiped her tears. Because I saw you were touring. And I thought if I could just see you perform one more time, I could get closure. I could say goodbye to what we had and move on. Did you? Move on. No, Ola admitted. I tried. I dated other people. I moved to New York to get away from memories. But none of it worked. Because everywhere I went, I carried you with me. Michael stepped closer. I wrote that song about you. Every word, every note. It was all about you. I know, Ola said. I knew when I heard it on the radio. I knew it was me. And it broke my heart. Because I realized you loved me. Really loved me. And I'd run away because I was scared what that love would cost. I'm still scared, Michael said. Of the media. Of the scrutiny. Of losing you again. But I'm more scared of spending the rest of my life wondering what would have happened if I'd fought for you instead of pushing you away. Were you saying, I'm saying I want to try again. I want to do it right this time. Public or private, whatever you need. But I want you in my life. If you'll have me. Ola looked at him, searched his face with a lie. She didn't find one. I want that too. I've wanted that every day since I left. Michael took her hand. I'm sorry. For everything. For being too scared. For not fighting when I should have. For letting you disappear. I'm sorry too. For running. For not trusting that we could figure out together. They stood there. Center stage. Holding hands. Crying. 72,000 people watched in complete silence. Then Michael did something unexpected. He turned to Sheryl Crow. Can we start the song over? Sheryl smiled. Nodded. Michael looked at Ola. Will you sing it with me? The way it was supposed to be? I'm not a singer. You don't have to be. Just be here. With me. That's all I need. Ola nodded. Okay. The band started from the beginning. Michael sang his part, looking at Ola the entire time, not performing, just singing to her. When it was time for the response, Ola sang, her voice not professional, not trained, but honest, real. 72,000 people were silent. This wasn't a performance. This was two people having a conversation through song. A conversation they should have had 18 months ago. They sang together. Michael's professional voice blending with Ola's amateur one. Imperfect. Beautiful. The song ended. Michael and Ola still holding hands. Still crying. Still looking at each other like they were the only two people in the stadium. Then the arena erupted. Standing ovation. 72,000 people on their feet. Screaming. Crying with them. Michael barely heard it. Don't disappear again, he said. I won't, Ola promised. Not ever. 11:30. Backstage. Michael's dressing room. The show had ended 30 minutes ago. Ola sat on the couch. Michael next to her. They hadn't stopped talking. What happens now? Ola asked. I don't know. But I know I don't want to do this in secret anymore. If we're going to try again, I want to do it right. The media will be insane. Let them be insane. I spent 18 months hiding from this. I'm done hiding. Ola smiled. Who are you, and what have you done with Michael Jackson? He grew up. Took him 18 months, but he grew up. They decided to take it slow. Public, but not performative. Real relationship, real dates, real life. No hiding, but no spectacle either. Just two people trying to build something real. I'm scared, Ola admitted. Me too. But I'm more scared of losing you again. January 1989. 6 months later. Michael and Ola in Paris. Dinner at a public restaurant. The media had been covering them since London. Photos. Speculation. Questions. But they'd weathered it. Together. How does it feel? Being public? Ola asked. Terrifying. Every day. But worth it. Yeah. Because I get to be with you. Really be with you. Not hiding. Not pretending. Ola took his hand across the table. I love you. I love you too, Michael said. I just couldn't stop. Ola laughed. I see what you did there. The song was always true, even when we weren't together. Good. Don't start now. July 14th, 1988. Wembley Stadium. Michael Jackson performed a love song, then froze when he saw the face of the woman he wrote it about. For 18 months, he'd lived with the loss of Ola Ray, convinced himself she was better off without him, that he'd made the right choice pushing her away. That night, he learned he was wrong. And instead of hiding behind performance, behind the image, behind the walls he'd built, Michael stopped everything, told 72,000 people the truth, brought the woman he loved on stage, and asked for a second chance. Some love stories end cleanly. Some never get resolution, but some get interrupted mid-song, get stopped in their tracks by recognition, get rewritten in front of 72,000 witnesses. Michael Jackson couldn't stop loving Ola Ray, even when she disappeared, even when it seemed impossible. And when he saw her face in that crowd, when he froze mid-performance, that wasn't weakness. That was the bravest thing he'd ever done. Stopping the show, stopping the performance, stopping the carefully controlled image, and just being honest about love, about loss, about the fact that some people are worth the risk, even when 72,000 people are watching. Especially then. If you like this story, please subscribe to support this channel.